Hello friends, very good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube session. In this live session, I'm going to discuss about my advanced option strategy and try to find some trade opportunities based on the advanced strategy, and also try to find some opportunities by using a charting scanners. But we are not using a charting scanners right now, but from next session onwards we are going to plan. And like Bank Nifty also, we try to focus based on our candle patterns and other indications. So recently we are discussed about yesterday's video. So I made a shorts yesterday, so some trades which we are tracked and everything is worked well. So today also, if we find any opportunities, we can. I think today there is a physical delivery, I think, started. So some brokers are asking you higher margin. A very good morning to all those who are joining on this session. And if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe. And if you have any other questions or a doubt, just please comment on the comment box. Okay. And anyone who joined on this live session, can you please let me know my voice and video clear? Can you get my voice is clear? Please let me update. Clear? Is there any echo? The clear, na? Voice and video, both you can get clear. Yeah, very good morning, Anand sir and Rakesh. Very good morning. Very good morning, Rakesh. Thanks for joining the session. Okay, yesterday we find some opportunities, and yesterday we find some newer trades in put side. Okay, so as per our advanced strategy, we are not going to take any new trades positionally because we have only 4 days is per expiry. Today is the last day of this week, and once the week is gone, so we have 1, 2, so 26, 27, and 29. I think 28 may be a holiday, so only 3 sessions. So maybe a physical delivery and like high margin for ATM options. Better we can go with the OTM options, but it is a riskier one. So if I want to take a trade with OTM option, it should be a riskier one. So I don't want to take that as such a kind of opportunities. But if you are waiting for the next few days and the new contract is going to be started by 3rd of July, at least we can take a rest for next week. But or we can focus for Bank Nifty trades. They don't impact on Bank Nifty physical delivery. So maybe weekly options which is available. So we can go for it. And we are not going to take a next month option contract. Why? Because of it is having a higher premium and more margin. Okay, and huge time value. So that's the reason we are not taking the new positions. In this order as of now, and here this much of stocks which given last month. That's sorry, this current month based on our positional trading strategies and some of the trades which given you the targets. Most of the trades, almost 20 plus stocks, is given you the positional trigger, and almost 25. Some of the stock which moves higher and then returned back. So that is also we trigger our target. More than 30 plus stocks which given you target based on our advanced option entry. It's the last June month. Maybe we are nearing to that expiry on June month. Next week onwards, next 3 days, next week 3 days is the only expiry. We are not going to take any newer trade opportunities. That you should understood. Yeah, very good morning, Vishal. Very good morning. Okay, so market is started now. So let me check what is going to happen in the market. Okay, again continuous down. Bank Nifty is almost 100 point. and Nifty is around 65 points. In the beginning of this month, it was keep on rising, and now it has started falling nearby the expiry, and maybe the chances it may be time decay, monthly options. We need to find even intraday opportunity. If it has any quality and fresh breakout, we can focus on today's trade. If any good stocks, okay. So I'm not going to hold it. So it's a trade which I just focused for positional one, and there I can get some opportunities. Look at this. The sheet is going to update, so we have to wait for it. So before that, we can try to find some Bank Nifty strike price. Yesterday is the expiry day. Look at this move, and then fall down and quick and again corrected. So overall, the negative D, which is on Bank Nifty, in previous should be the hammer like that. But as we earlier told, so market was trading in this particular candle range only, around 44,000 and 43,400. That's 600 point. Last 4 or 5 days, market is struggling, and today it started with gap down slightly, and now it is a negative candle already open. But we should wait, and after that we can get any confirmation trend, then we can go for it. So what should be the best strike price which I'm going to focus for a Bank Nifty? Already Nifty 80 points down. Bank Nifty which started now 43,600, maybe 43,900. That should be my put strike price. I have to find, and you can see that put option, which looks like a hammer candle on daily time frame, that already moved higher. So maybe, and a call option, if I want to focus a call option, Bank Nifty 43,300, maybe the strike price I can focus. This should be a previous negative candle, and here, so based on daily time frame on this particular option chart, and this forming a hammer, there is a chances, and already it broken the hammer. A very good morning, Jeevan. And yeah, here is the one about 385 level, but already it started with. And one more thing, which looks like a nearby open low, so 360 and 359, so 1.6 is the gap, so it looks like a open low, but at this point only I just took track, so maybe this one. Okay, so whatever the fresh breakouts which we are focusing for our stock option basis, only after 9:30, if the stock triggers above to the level, I can focus for a newer opportunity. That entry should be the fresh entry, so it may not, it can't trigger previous days, and it will not trigger previous days, and I should wait for it. Okay, what's happening here? So we have to wait for update, and look at this Maruti. Here Maruti is currently trading around 235, and one more thing, it is not a today's opportunity. 3 days back, I think it is triggered 9,600 call option. Sorry, put option. Look at this, 220 is our entry point. So here you can see, here is the high is around 204, and the 21st of this month, which is triggered our entry. Now still as a positional trade we are waiting for. Now it is on the same price only, not moved higher. And if you are calculating, this is not a fresh trading opportunity. It is an entry earlier triggered. Okay, so something like Asian Paint, Axis Bank, we have to wait. So there is no trade which is triggered. In most of the options nearby expiry, it's quite not liquid. The option is not liquid, so we have to wait for it. We both the premiums is around 900, so 430 and 450. The total premium on this particular options which we have selected, maybe we should wait for it. We are not getting any confirmation on this particular strike price. 15 minutes, it should be a bullish candle and gap up, and we have to wait. And this particular candle, it's a moving down. The call price is moving down, the put price is slightly increasing, but we need some confirmations. But our entry 380, it is already higher, Let me wait for a stock option, any stock option which triggers, then we can go for. But 9:30 after, it's better one. We to find out a newer opportunity. I think Bank of Baroda is the top. It's happening. Most of the stocks it's moving down. Look at the Maruti, Industrial Bank, Voltas, something put side, maybe a newer opportunity or a previous entry. In Bajaj Finance, it was now 200 to 35. Maybe it triggered by the opening. So let me check that. I think physical delivery also be there. Yeah, I think currently it is triggered and the first 15 minutes it triggered. But this is what a fresh breakout entry. And that working well. Okay, that moves 290. Okay. Intraday, if you find most of the stock because overall market is downside, Nifty is 90 points. We are trying to trigger. We are getting some triggers on put side, and Grasim, Hindustan, Unilever, even SBIN. A lot of stocks will be there. So at least we can wait. If your broker allows, at least we can try for a intraday opportunities. Some of the stock, Grasim, Hindustan, Unilever, SBIN is nearing to that point weekly. So it's about a last day of this week, and we can't carry because next week, that is from Monday onwards, the sheet is going to be updated, and we are going to find a newer opportunity. But even we are not going to take a new trades based on this concepts because expiry week. That simply we are not going to focus. Jindal Steel is already moved from 24 to 50 plus, and now it is 30. In IGL, yesterday's entry, those who are watched IGL 470, 19 to 30, it went up. In LNT is now. So I think most of the stocks in the put side, you can see, comparing to the call side, we are alert is triggering on put side nearby. So let me wait for. IDFC 2 days back we are discussing about that one around 101 level that was market is traded IDFC in what's happening today now it is 98.75. So we find that opportunity here somewhere around 101. So now it is moving down to 98. I think here. So such a good move. You look at this on a daily time frame. How did the stock is went higher? The same thing which is happening consecutive fifth day negative candle. So almost fifth consecutive days it was moving lower. Okay, still it is on the lower price and already this option it's not a liquid one, so that's why we are taking 105 put option. Those who are watched that time the live session you will know IDFC we are talking about 105 now the 6 rupees. It's traded well good, and that 109 is not a liquid one, and even that 109 no problem at all, it was trading, but last trade price is never changed and the good volume is not there. Even if you are holding, we can easily exit by 10 rupees. It's not an issue. Exide industry is also previous entry in lot of trades which going to trigger now. So NTPC which trigger, SBIN is nearby. SBIN also triggered. So many stocks which trigger because Nifty has started moving down now. It is almost 110 points down. That's good. 110 points. It's keep on moving lower. No problem at all. So we should wait. And we can get only a quality and breakout. So don't want to go for new opportunity. Even IDFC first ban 81 put option. Okay, so it's a fresh breakout. IDFC first ban 81 put option. Already it moved 8 rupees. Sorry. It's active now only. So our week is 19. So this is what a fresh breakout already it moved before 9:30. So let me check the margin. So why it is physical delivery it started or not? Here it will be, you can easily find out how much margin required. So in DAN platform, so IDFC First Bank 81 put option. IDFC First Bank 81 put option. A lot of put sides. I think many stock which triggered before 9:30. Maybe the chances were overall market is now negative. So maybe most of the puts are triggering. Judge Finance, JSW, NTPC, but I just aware of that we are nearing to that expiry. What is that? PFC First Bank. Yeah, current price is 5.1. So if I want to buy it, yeah, there is a physical delivery started. You've seen 1,33,745 is the approximate margin for this trade. But if you are calculating that value 5.1, in what should be the lot size? IDFC First Bank is around 15,000. So exactly what the margin required. 76,000 is the margin, but we are required to do the trade is almost 1,33,000 due to physical delivery. If we are going down below, so let me go for IDFC First Bank. What is the current price? It's about 76. If you are going for a 76 put option, the premium would be low. IDFC First, only the nearby OTM. 76 put. Currently 1 rupee 30 paisa. If I want to buy this, the exact margin 1.35. That is the reason we are telling you to avoid 1.35 multiplied by 15,000, so 20,270. Exactly, it is showing you the margin 20,270 along with the brokerage. And if you are going to change the strike price, even higher margin you have to pay 77. And let me go for 76 marginless less. We are going to take 77. It's about 1.85. Look at this March. 85,000. Maximum the margin required for the traders 30k, but they are requiring higher margin. So that is the main reason the physical delivery having high margin. You don't want to take us if I pay that much of margin. Better to avoid, but if you want to take, so you can go for some opportunities. Lot of trades which is going to trigger. But if you are taking ATM options, you have to pay even higher margin. Okay, so better you can go with slight OTM if you want to trade. The next OTM, immediate OTM strike price, that may be a best one which you can focus. 112 right now. So already up to 9:30, we are not getting 9:30 here. Some stocks like IDFC, First Bank, Reliance, SBI, and NTPC. These are all the stocks which is already triggered some more from that entry. Look at this DLF 500 quantity, 500 put option. Yesterday we are tracking that about to the level of, we already marked the level yesterday, but it was started in the first 15 minutes. That has went up to 26. Now it is more than our entry point in the first 15 minutes trigger. But yesterday we are tracking this for a breakout above 24.1. But today it opened by our entry point. So a lot of opportunities, Polycab, ITC. Okay, so here you can check any quality like DLF previous trigger and maybe a Gale 108. Gale 108 put option here 4.5, and what should be my entry point? If it If triggers, that may be higher one. But the large size, you should remember 9,150. Okay, 4.6 maybe a scalping, and this is in the money. Even Gale 108 put option 4.3, but here it's not showing any charts, but here it's showing you the charts. Okay, no problem. 4.35 here showing. If I want to go for a buy, 39,000. Gale 108 put option 39,000. Okay, so it's easy to check the margins here. Is there any other way here? But there we can easily check the margin, but here we can't. Only we can can simply go for a buy or sell, the easiest way. But here we can't get the margin. But down they are showing you the margin exactly what they require. Okay, so no problem at all. So a lot of put side opportunities which nearing like Petronet, DLF already triggered, and Gale, Biocon, Indalco, ITC. ITC is around 455. And let me go to add ITC 455 put option. Maybe a scalping only you can track. So 10.55 is the high level, and where I can go for. Yeah, Piyush, very good morning. ITC 455 10.8, and maybe this one should be a fresh breakout. So let me track this about 10.8. If it breaks 10.8, that should be a new opportunity where we can focus that one. But intraday only you can focus. Even though if you are taking this one, margin should be high. So here I think limit price what order detail only we got it. You are go for ITC, it should be the margin. Here we got it. Here also we don't get any margins. It's about the brokerage details. This is what an exchange rules. Every trade they want to show the brokerage taxes. Okay. So, but down it's clearly showing you the margin what required. 40,000 margin if you want to Gale. Then most probably you don't want to take a newer opportunities, and a lot of puts which is triggered due to the market gap down. Almost 113 points is moving lower from previous closing price or previous entries. Previous day closing is moving down. So maybe we can discuss here a lot of things. And if you have any questions, doubts, you just ping me here and we can discuss about it. Because I'm not going to focus any newer opportunities. Maybe in put side only a lot of trades. If you have margins and if you have risk ability, you can focus. Looks like a Canara Bank, Maruti. Maruti is not a today's trigger. IRCTC, G Entertainment. It's about triggered 2 days back, and IndusInd Bank also triggered, and the State Bank it triggers today, but in the first opening session by the before first 15 minutes. So I just don't want to, and IDFC First Bank now 5.2, that is also moved. The margin we have to pay higher, so that's the reason we are going to not use it. Considers still PL, Serum, Exide, Jindal at the top, and HDFC AMC that is also be top. Deepak Nitrate 2-3 days back we have seen that was the same price. Most of the trade which triggers a target, and some of the trades which triggers and Bajaj, Finserv and Voltas. So after Voltas, I think call side it was now generating a problem. For call side it was triggering a stop loss, right? Voltas is about 800, so not it's not a Voltas. I think Titan. Voltas also given you entry, new entry. UPL is nearing to that entry point, so 690. It's happening. It's not a liquid. UPL 690, 21.4. It's not a liquid. So you can see there is no liquidity. Better avoid. Petronet 227. Better we can check here. It is the current price 8.3. Our entry is around 7.8. Before the first 15 minutes, it triggers your entry. It was a gap up, so don't want to go for margin 58,000. But the required margin is low, but here it's showing you the higher margin. 188 point in Bank Nifty, almost 200 in futures, 127. Still, it is moving lower. A lot of put opportunities on the end of this week and nearing to the closing of the month. STFC yesterday 67, it went up to 80. IGL 19 to 30. STFC Bank 40 to 50, near 51. Tata Chemical is a previous entry. REC 7 to 10 plus. LNT 55 to 70. So these are all the trades which triggers our targets almost, and now it is returned back. Now we find a newer opportunity in put sides. So a lot of put sides which is going to trigger you the opportunity. But we are nearing to that expiry, so be aware of that. Marico, Ambuja Cements, okay, IDFC 6 to IDFC alone 109, 8.75, but still it is more than 10 rupees worthy. Okay, Ambuja Cements, Voltas, BPCL, IRCTC 32, 37. Thanks for liking the sessions. And if you have any questions or doubts, just ping me here. TC again moved higher. 10.8. Okay, so new breakout. It's about 10.8, which is going to give you the trigger. So it's currently it is for a monthly one, sir. So maybe it's about the sheet which I'm talking about. It's a tool where we find out an opportunity. Okay, it's monthly. Okay, maybe in future the price would be very low, so around 600 to 800 level. Whereas it's a to running the data and other factors, we have some we spending some amounts. So if I covered that with the subscription, then good enough, and we can reduce the fees also. Currently monthly subscription, like that. Newer opportunity ITC only for intraday, not for a holding purpose, and we should wait only around 10.8 should be the breakout, right? And look at this ITC 455. So what should be the margin required? ITC 455 put option 10.8. If you are going to take a trade, margin is 52,000. And what exact lot size of ITC? 30,200. Be nearby 52,000 required as per the Dan. Okay. So I think the lot size is 1,600, not 3,200. 1,600. 10 rupees is the 16,000 margin, but it required higher margin compared to normal margin. Okay, but now it is jumps to 11 rupees. And if you are watching this, it's a 10.8 ITC 455. Currently 11.6. Maybe this one intraday, so nearing to that 1,000 rupees plus. But as per our fresh breakout, we normally focus the 2 to 5,000 as an intraday. That should be a better one. Maybe 1 rupee from 10.8 nearer to 11.85. Okay, 1 rupee higher. It high is made around 11.85. So breakout kind of thing which we can focus. That now moved. RBL Bank 175. So RBL Bank, RBL Bank currently 10.9.9, but losses is also be big. In the margin, first of all, checking the margin, margin is about 1,29,000. That's the reason why we are avoiding the closing trades. Reason is that, and it is not liquid at this moment. Buyer is 9, seller is 11. Last trade price is 9.9. The only one quantity which is traded, and even only one seller will be there in this counter. You look at this 11.3 is the seller price, and buyer is quoting around 9,009 rupees. So there is a 2.5 rupees gap. Not a good liquid. Simply ignore that. If you are going to take a trade in illiquid stocks, you can't exit what your desired price. That is the major drawback. Simply avoid that. And lot of put stocks 128 points down. Marico, Umbujo, IDFC. And lot of opportunity which we find out now right now. Voltas, IRCTC. The ITC at 1 rupee more. 10.8 again. 11.4 now. And after the gap down opening, so not moved much. Grasim is about to 58.3, Can Bank 11.2. So maybe market is overall down. And let me go to check the Canara Bank. Can Bank 305, 11.2. I think this is also not traded. Now it is jumps to 14. And look at this, the liquidity issue. There is not a liquidity issue. If anyone who tried with a 50k margin of a ITC 38, no? I think margin ITC margin is required for the trade is around 54. Yeah. And now it is 11.5. Nearby 11.9 is the high price. And 147 Bank Nifty, 120 Nifty down. Adani Enterprise also be there in the put side. Ultratech Cements already 7% higher, but maybe I'm not interested to focus all the stocks nearing the expiry. What about IDFC First Bank? What's happening on IDFC First Bank? Uh, After moving the lower level from 75.6, now it is slightly moving higher. In 15 minutes, some recovery from this low, but until if it breaks above 77, in daily time frame still it is moving down. IDFC First Bank. It's still down, but based on our advanced options and entry, IDFC First Bank, I think it's not active. So let me go to check. Yeah, already 4.7, now 5.25. That's what I expected. And that should be a strike price is around 81 put option. Still it is in the money. IDFC First Bank 81 put option. And it moved 4.9. What exactly you need to know about IDFC First Bank? So mostly we are not going to take any trades in IDFC First Bank right now because the margin is huge and lot size also be huge at this moment. So we don't have a time to hold this position even if it is goes wrong after our entry. We don't have a time to hold it. Slightly Bank Nifty recovering back. Trend still bearish. The lower level slight recovery. That's it. Daily time frame of IDFC. IDFC. Okay, thank you. So Bank Nifty slightly recovering from the down. Is there any recovery option? Because this after consecutive down, so we find some recovery. This put option, sorry, this call option slightly moving some higher side. So it started here, and there is a huge rejection at this point. So maybe any recovery at this lower level and rejection, huge rejection. The bottom started moving higher for 75. So maybe a scalping if you are planning for that because already it moving from this level by the spinning top and it was moving down. The chances by using this candle, a reversal may be possible. Got it. So there is a recovery if the recovery is possible, and maybe this option will go for higher. So maybe a scalping one. So let me try to find. And at this level of 470 already moved. So maybe 480 level. Haha. So we can expect from 480 level it can be slight higher. We can keep that 400 level as a stop, the day low. So around 480 exactly now it is on the same price. Okay, no problem. From 480, there is a chances for moving upside because of after consecutive downtrend. So we find a 480 and that level and with the stop loss of this particular candle. It's a huge red candle and the rejection candle. Maybe the recovery from this low and from 930 candle low is around 411. So maybe this act as a stop and 480, 412 or 411. So around 200, sorry, around 70 points is the risk. Maybe if you are ready to take that risk, you can place or you can research this was quite liquid and quite good for trade. You can analyze. I'm just focusing for 30-40 points at this point. If that recovery is good, so we can expect there is a reversal in this particular stock after this down. And even you can see at the lower level, the candle, which is a rejection. Now 486, slightly moving. There is no restriction for a Bank Nifty. Only restriction is about stocks, stock options, current month contracts. Now 500 plus, slightly what I'm expecting that recovery is moving. So 20 points it increased from our expected level and again returned back 505. 4 is the high and now started 490. Lot of stocks outside today due to that gap down opening. So Zeal, AB Capital, IndusInd Bank, SBIN. But all our moves, not a big. Bandhan Bank, IDFC, BPCL. Most of the stocks, it's triggered by gap down. So we have to find a new breakout. And also it's a weekly entries. This week we are going to wind up. And also monthly positional also we have some put options. And right now Canara Bank about 16 and Infosys, IRCTC. Till now we are just watching with the weekly sheet only. Monthly, so even if I want to go for Adani and 2500 put option and 332, right? If I want to take, so is there any time to hold it? Only 3 days we have a time. No. So that's it. Monthly positional almost over. So we find out a lot of opportunities, lot of triggers in trades which got it, and that was working well and better based on our strategy. And we are nearing to the closing of the month. We already started close that week this monthly contract for the month of June in positional basis and in weekly basis. This is also the end of this week, and from Monday onwards you will be getting newer update. But even though the sheet is getting updated, we are not going to focus the trades on expiry weeks because of low premium, high margin. Premium would be low, but the margin you have to pay is very high. So I don't want to take. Okay, so instead of making, we have to pay a higher margin. But if you have funds and if you are risky, you can also focus that weekly also. No problem for that. But overall, it should be a very high margin. That is what important. And liquidity also be very high. Sorry, very less. No liquidity. If you have any questions or doubts, you just ping me here in the chat box. And this is a weekly sheet which you are watching Jivan. You can watch this weekly, and it's going to be updated Monday. So you are not going to get this weekly sheet. And already some trades which you are taken mostly call side. And those who are taken that Bank Nifty, hope you get some good profit. So we find based on our concepts, it's about one of the concepts which I used 480 now 550. So 70 plus. If you have tried this, you can make your better opportunities. Okay, so 480 to 550 and the maximum is 555. So what we are expecting the reversal at the bottom. So based on the reversal candle, you can see here also the reversal which is happening. Same like that from the top, it moves down. So I'm just focusing a reversal that given such a good profit and quick profit. So no need to be worried about this. While we are taken after that, it was slightly moving higher. So it depends on your ability. So you can book your profit, or if you want to trial, you can trial also. But we find that opportunities only. So we are not providing you any calls to buy with gold or anything like that. It's about analysis in live market. I'm just finding my real trade opportunities based on the candlesticks reversal pattern. If anyone who traded, maybe you are going to get your profits. I tried for the trade is something like as the some 40-50 points profit. It's given you more than 70 points. That's good enough for me. I hope you understood. Yesterday we are not taken any trades in Bank Nifty. Why? Because of the expiry. We find it, but we are not tried it. I want to trade in expiry days. Mostly the option became zero. But you notice one thing. What the strike price which I selected yesterday, both the strike price is settled with some values. It never became zero because of its intrinsic value. So that's why always better to trade ITM options. If ITM or OTM, maybe it leads to become zero. If you have any questions, just ping me your doubts or questions in the chat box, and we will discuss about your questions and doubts. Again 540. Second time it came down to 500 level, and now immediately jumps to 550 level. Maybe there is a chances if the bank Nifty turns positive, this option we can expect around 600 plus level. If you have any doubts and questions, then you can ping me here. Then we will discuss. Overall, we are now only one trade. At TC, we are finding still 11.9, but it's a high margin trade. So that is also moving. So what we are predicting that we are finding the movement of the stock. And the margin, it's about rules and regulation. Higher margin on option trades. Maybe the chances for continuous even higher side should be possible, but I don't hold it. Even I was not trying to for taking a trades, only quality stocks. That one is about ITC. That's why I tried, and it is given you 1 rupee. That's good enough, 1600 plus. And if you want, what is your view? Trend is breakout level, and market looks bearish. Breakout level where it is trend. Now do I find out how I know about the trend? Trend is breakout level. Where did you get trend? I think my internet got disconnected. Now it is connected. So if you have any questions, can you get my voice clear? Can you able to access my video and audio clearly? Now the internet is disconnected and connected again. Maybe a second. Can you able to get my voice? Trend, where it is a breakout? I don't know where you are suggesting you. I saw on charts, but where it is a breakout? Trend already in a day it moved higher, and it was very stable, and it was like looks like a flag pattern. So tower in this flag. Okay, it's not given any breakout at this moment. It was not a trading trending, and it was the last few days. It's a range bound. Okay, so maybe over and above this level, if it is given you the close, then we can consider this one. And also, if you want to focus the buy on this trend, it was highest level. I think you can see the top level, maybe nearby all-time high or yearly high, something like that. I don't want to take the stock at a very highest level. So better if your retracement any, so I can go for. Okay, there is now big breakouts. Even lot of put opportunities. Why we are not taken any? The reason is about we are nearing to that expiry and a lot of high margin, so low liquidity, so a lot of complications as to trade on weekly, monthly options, right? So that's why I'm not concentrate on this weekly option size or even monthly also. Monthly is going to be close. If I take a positional basis, how long I can hold it? Only 3 days. If you are the market is not moved, the option premium going to erode its value, and this time I will lose my premiums. So better to avoid that such a tradings, and we should wait for the next week, and then we have a fresh contract is going to be start from the month of July. Simply we are waiting for a newer opportunity. That's it. There is no compulsion to take a trade today. Okay, so if opportunity, then we can. Other than otherwise, we don't go for it. I hope you understood what I'm discussing with you. And one more important thing. So if you want to compulsorily trade a day, so you can focus your trades, and any if you find any opportunities, you can focus. I'm not suggesting any trades, and this live session is purely for a informational and educational purpose. And if you have taken any trades based on my views, which is shared on the channel, you do want research before the trades, and you can try with your trades. That should be a best opportunities. I hope you understood. Yeah, a lot more opportunity both side has been Bajaj Finance, BPCL, but we are not focused any. So if you want to learn more about the strategies, how do we do the positional trades, the recorded classes will be also available on my website. The website link will be available here in my description. We can go through. You can learn from my app, Android app also. The link also be the download. The app link will be available on the website itself, and you can download and you can make use of it our Android app. So you can learn your convenience at any time, any point of with your mobile. Even some of the courses I'm not going to yet launched, but that will be going to be launched soon on the website. That may be helping you for your intraday trade opportunities too. But mainly, I'm just doing with I'm just focusing for my option trades, and that is working well. And don't confuse this Google Sheet if you want to use for your own purpose, your own, and maybe like intraday or positional if you wanted. So sheet cost is 1,200 per month. Okay, so how to use the Google Sheet? So every time I want to teach you how to use it and the Google Sheet. That's why I made a content video course. I'm not giving a free, so 99 rupees for this course. This course is only for how to use the Google Sheet. You can learn how to use the Google Sheet from this course. But after completing that, if you want to access and a monthly sheet, so first already you paid a 99 rupees. So one first time you can go for, and next time onwards you will be go for 1200 per month. If you are really interested, if the sheet is very helping you, so you can continue the subscription and you can make use of the sheet. I'll give you only viewing rights. I'm not giving you any editing rights, because everyone who are watching this, if I given you any editing rights, so it will not good. Okay, so only you can able to access to view the content or view the sheet. That will be finding out real-time trade opportunities, that how to use it. So without knowing how to use it, if you are watching it, that is not a use it. So that's why I given you. But someone who are misunderstood, which is for a 99 rupees. It's not like that. With the content which you are going to access with the 99 rupees is about how to use the Google Sheet. That link also be available. So I can share you if you want to that, you can go for it. At least if you after watching that one to one, after watching that how to use a Google Sheet, if you are not convinced, you don't need to purchase it. That's only minimum charges you are paying for that. Okay. That's right. I hope you understood what I'm discussing with you. The one-to-one session on advanced option strategy available. The recording also available on my website. Okay. I hope you understood. And how I can go along with the Google Sheet, how to use the Google Sheet, that is also available on my website. But if you want to direct link, I can share you the direct link. So here, this is what my direct link on just sharing on my comment box, and you can directly access how to use the Google Sheet. That's it. Okay, after watching that, if you are okay, so you can access the monthly Google Sheet, and you just contact me directly to my number and WhatsApp me after that. Okay, you will be getting more details. Or I can update on the course itself. You can go for it. If really needed, just connect me on my WhatsApp number, which shown on this description of this video, and also it will showing on this video itself. HDFC 43, yesterday's trigger, HDFC Bank is 67, I think slightly recovering, but I don't focus all the trades. I hope today's session, maybe one trade which we find out that's good enough. What is happening? Which one this? Yeah. This one we find out from 480 and went up to one good opportunity which we find today. And if you want more strategies and learning about my advanced option strategy, that is also be possible on our website. Website link also mentioned here two times in the chat box if you want to go through. In Android app link will also be provided here. If you wish, you can take. And if you are still not subscribed the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get the notification whenever we made a live session. And if you have any questions, doubts, you just comment. And today I'm going to wind up this session. And maybe Monday we can join on the session. One trade we find it that was looking good. Thank you for watching. And thank you so much those who are joined on the session. Thanks to all. And any other questions or doubts, you just ping me at a comment box. Okay. I'm going to wind up. Thank you so much for being there. And if you have any other doubts or questions, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Bhupal. Thanks, Nand Kumar. Thanks for joining this live session. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So we'll meet you on Monday. Thank you so much. Happy weekend.